Well, let's come home now, and the Township Construction and Property Summit happens from today. It's being held at the Birchwood Hotel in Ekurhuleni. The summit aims to educate, empower and share opportunities about various townships in the area. Well, to tell us more, we have Tumelo Seaketso from the TM Group. They're running this. Tumelo, good morning.
Good morning.
And thanks for coming in, even though it's starting today. So tell us about it. Tell us about the summit. What's the idea behind this?
Okay, the idea is it's around, there's a lot of economic activity taking place in our country, and there's a lot of economic infrastructure activities taking place in the township, but reality is people in the township are not involved. You find that there's franchises, shopping centers and everything else being developed. So right now people in the township are being told to actually be grateful because this is going to create jobs for them. But reality, who is it creating wealth for? It's creating wealth for a few that are even not from the township. I was saying that as a country we really owe an apology to people of the township, because that's where as well most millions and billions are rotating from an economic point of view. Once upon a time, I'm from the township. I was very disadvantaged. If ever, obviously, I didn't fight to get out of the system, I'd still be in the system. But now it has been about me. But now we've decided to say, let it be about the ordinary people on the street that wouldn't normally have the opportunities.
So what is the aim in terms of getting ordinary people involved in things like construction and property? At what level are we looking at, especially entrepreneurs and young South Africans?
Okay, so I think for throughout the entire value chain that we're looking at, the focus is on 4 sectors. It's construction, it's property, it's franchising and financial services. Because right now reality is there's businesses that are booming in the township, but because of the lack of financial support, they do not get that. From a franchising point of view, who owns those land, who owns those properties? Do you understand? So from that you've realized that some of it from a construction point of view, township businesses that would be given as far as subcontract. They would call those non-strategic services within the township. And I think coming from the township, it's very unfair to an ordinary person on the street. If ever, obviously, one is not educated enough or is not exposed enough to know what else is out there, they are actually left outside of the value chain.
So what kind of support will a summit like this, and it is the first time a summit like this is being held, what kind of support will it offer those who want to get into the business? I mean, you can say there are so many already established businesses, established entities when it comes to construction and property development. How do you teach them, or how will you help them break into that?
Okay, the beauty about what we have, we've partnered with government and certain private sector companies that are actually out there in terms of financing businesses. Simple thing, people do not know that we've got over 140 funders in South Africa alone that are funding the infrastructure space. So right now, part of it, we're launching a growth property development program where we're going to be taking some of these entrepreneurs within a 12-week intensive program. From there, that's going to be actually loading up to a year incubation, where we actually want to be able to empower them and actually get them to really do a live, real project. The ultimate part of this is we actually want to launch a fund that is focusing on the township development as a whole. In terms of right now, obviously, other than having handouts, we want to be able to buy into some of these projects, some of these businesses. One project at the time, to really create real opportunities.
Well, I suppose it makes sense, Tumelo, because you want people to be selling and doing construction and dealing with property in areas that they know, where they grew up, so
Definitely.
they know what makes it work and what doesn't work.
No, definitely they would know better, and half of the time we as industry dictate to people of different townships to say this is what you need, other than for the people to say this is what we need. And right now some of them actually have amazing ideas, but they do not have money to actually execute some of those ideas. The regulator as well has made it difficult for them. That's why we want to be able to make that process easy for them, so that they actually be able to access even from a finance point of view.
Okay, is it too late for anybody to be part of the summit? It's happening for 3 days.
No, it's definitely not too late. So we're going to be running it over a period of 3 days. So what we've actually incorporated, in Ideas Festival, where we've given about 2 million worth of prizes for people to actually pitch up their ideas. What ideas do they have from a business point of view?
So how do they get in touch with you for that?
No, they can actually go to tcpsummit.co.za.
TCP Summit.
Yeah, tcpsummit.co.za.
Okay, great. So it's not too late if you have a great idea when it comes to township construction and property. Get on there, tcpsummit.co.za.